There we go. Oh!
Don't get too close to me. Hold on.
Have you
COVID.
Is your phone on?
Eraser head.
Oh.
Oh no, my hair doesn't even stay up. Is my phone on? Yeah, it is.
Are your phone on silent?
Yeah, I have terrible lockdown here. No, it's not silent. It's been so long since I've done this, I forget how to put the thing on.
Silent?
Yeah. Silence, please. Everybody freeze. Don't. Why do I feel like we're so close to each other?
The couch is getting smaller.
Or I'm just getting fatter. I don't know what it is. Yeah, anyway.
Didn't want to say.
I'm happening.
So, hello and welcome back to Nice Package. We're back together after our breakdown of Hong Kong and horror movies.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Which
Our
was
separate
fun.
ones.
Our separate ones, which
Yeah.
was fun. Although you had someone to talk to, I didn't.
I did. I did.
And,
I had an audience. I had claps and cheers and giggles.
Yeah, it was wonderful.
It was lovely.
Great fun. And then
And you did yours all like, "Hi, I'm George.
serious.
Welcome to Movie Misfits,
Very
and this
serious.
is my Hong Kong breakdown." I was looking at it thinking,
nah,
he's acting.
he needs an
That's not
audience.
real.
No, he's never
That's
that
not the
nice.
real George. He's never that nice. It's because you didn't have anyone to
I
take
didn't
piss
have
out.
any clappers.
Yeah,
So-
you just had the clap.
What did you get in the post, Mark? It looks like you've got a wee healthy handful there.
Oh, I always have a healthy handful. Do I go first?
Do you know what? I think you've quite a bit more than me.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do two and then I'll do one and then we'll take it from there.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Okay.
Okay, so I've gone totally gay.
Well, do you know, there were some clues, there were signs that I was seeing that I thought, what do you mean with the movies this week?
Both.
Oh.
Were you picking up kind of
Some vibes.
some gay vibes?
Some vibes. They were very...
Subtle. Subtle vibes. Yeah, no, I've gone gay for my movies.
Right, okay.
Because I'm a gay man. And do you know I haven't really seen that many gay movies? I really haven't.
It's
Let me rephrase.
surprising, yeah.
I have never seen any mainstream gay movies.
Right. Drama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen plenty of online ones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm,
but
they're
never
our favourite.
never anything that's mainstream. So I decided that I was going to kind of go. I've had these for about 2 weeks because we haven't filmed
we've
in
had
a
busy
couple of
time.
weeks. We've been busy. So I've had these for a few weeks and I've watched a number of them. So I'll start with the first one, and this is called The Way He Looks. This is yeah. And that's how they fell in love.
They are very cute.
So this is a Brazilian coming of age drama. I don't know why they call it that because it's
Coming of age?
coming
Very
of age.
good. I like that.
Yeah. Yes, it's a coming of age tale, a sweet coming of age tale. It's actually fantastic.
Oh, really? Yeah.
So good. If nobody's ever seen this, The Way He Looks. As I said, Brazilian coming of age drama. I got this imported from the US. The back.
The back.
Not that anybody really gives a shit anymore, do they? But it's, it's really good. And whenever you see things like exquisite and instant classic and critics pick and all this, you're built up for something and then sometimes you're let down.
Yeah, of course.
This was a really, really, really beautiful watch.
Okay.
Really nice film. It's not like Love, Simon, which would be obviously toned down.
It's quite mainstream, that,
Yes,
isn't it?
this would be a little bit more realistic in terms of its depiction of sexuality and its depiction on just life in general.
Okay.
It's more like slice of life. I mean, it's beautifully filmed, beautifully photographed. You just get one measly disc, but it's a beautiful little disc, beautiful art.
It is. I like
on
that,
it.
actually. Yeah.
I actually really like that poster art because I mean, that was the original poster, and it's
Very
just
indie.
It is, and it has that indie feel to it. So you should definitely check out The Way He Looks. That was my first one that I got in the post over the last couple of weeks and watched this. Oh, it was the official Brazilian entry. It was nominated for Academy Award.
Shut the front door.
I've literally just noticed that. At the 87th Academy Awards, it was nominated for Best Foreign Language Film. So there we go. So that was the first one. And then my second one is another homosexual film, Stranger by the Lake. This one is a French film. This is actually, have you heard of this movie?
I have not. I was going to say it's probably the same as How I Met My Husband, but no.
God.
I've met him so many different
Kenny
ways.
needs freed. This relationship. Stranger by the Lake is it's a French film, not Spanish. A lot of people think it's a Spanish film. It's not. It's French. This is probably more well known because this actually depicts sexual acts. The actors do their own sex scenes, and you see it.
Oh.
So it's quite a graphic film, but despite the fact that it's quite graphic in its depiction of sexuality, it's a really, really beautiful film.
It's not hard to watch, no?
I mean, I'd be lying if I said that I
You'd be lying.
didn't find it a little bit hard at some stages. Yeah. So yes, you can pick this up. This is the UK edition. So it is. I don't know who.
Pick a picks.
Oh, BFI released this. So this is the UK version of Stranger by the Lake. It's an absolutely beautiful French film.
It hasn't been cut or...
No, and it actually comes with a disclaimer on the back. It's rated 18, and it comes with a disclaimer, contains real sex.
Wow.
Strong real sex. So it really, really does. And it's great. I mean, it's so nice to actually have these films. I love this disc. Very artsy, isn't it?
It is very artsy
Very artsy. Great. This unfortunately comes with no special features at all, which is kind of disappointing. I would have loved like a commentary track or some interviews with the cast. This? Yes. Yeah. Because these were just amateur actors.
Had sex.
Yeah. They were just they're not porn stars, they're just amateur actors that got together, were told that they were going to do this film and that required them to be naked and have sex.
A real couple?
No.
No, okay.
No,
are they afterwards? Did they get... No. You know.
Yeah. It can happen. I've yet to meet my husband on set. But, you know, whatever. But yes, it's really, 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 really good. And it's basically about these two people. They meet at a nudist beach.
Right.
This couple that meet at a nudist beach in France. They get together, they have lots and lots of sex, fall in love. There's tragedy, there's comedy, there's drama.
I told you, it's just like How I Met Your Husband.
It's just like real life. So, really great film.
Very good.
If you can pick it up and watch it, I would 100% recommend both of those lovely foreign language LGBT dramas.
Probably not one to watch with the children.
No, please don't.
No. So, let me dive into my box.
You dive straight into
and
your
let me
box.
whip out what I've got this week, because
whip it out.
I've tried to be very good. And reduce my buying pleasures. So the first one I got this week is a pre-owned DVD off eBay. It's a UK release of a Hong Kong movie, of course. Zombie Fight Club.
Woohoo!
This is from Joe Chan. No, it's quite an independent one, although it does star the wonderful Andy On and the amazing Philip Ng from who would be more widely known for Birth of the Dragon, playing Bruce Lee.
Who was having lunch with Mike Leader.
Who was having lunch with Mike Leader today? Yeah. There you go. Indeed. The reason I wanted to see this and the reason I got excited about it was I got a heads up that it may have gotten a bit of a knackery inspiration.
No.
So I was quite, obviously that was,
Well, Zombie Fight Club would have been a better title, just saying.
Yeah, of course. I mean, had I thought this would never have been made. No, I didn't. But regular...
the disc is...
No, the disc
sorry.
is just backwards.
Turned around.
It's just backwards, yeah. Disc is as is.
As the cover.
As is. I have not seen it. It's been out a wee while now, but...
Ooh, sexual violence.
Sexual violence. Rated 18.
Wow.
There's probably real zombies and real sex in it.
Like with Stranger by the Lake.
Yeah, Zombie by the Lake. I mean, mixed reviews on it.
Yeah, of course.
Of course there is. It's not A-list, but from the trailer that I did see of it, it did look like a lot of fun.
Okay.
It is a wee bit knackery inspired, but there is much more to it.
Obviously filmed later than the knackery.
Oh, much later.
So.
I mean, I made the knackery in 2009. This is about maybe 2 or 3 years old already. Maybe three.
So actually really recent?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Probably even earlier. It is earlier, 2014 to 15, yeah.
Okay.
There you go, Zombie Fight Club. Phil Bung, Andy On, kicking ass, ripping heads off, and...
Who's this babe on the front?
This babe on the front is probably not in the movie.
Probably not.
Which
is such a shame.
No most UK releases, and this is from a label called Altitude, who I've never heard of. Again, probably an independent label, but yeah, I'm excited to watch it.
Yeah.
And it was about $2.50 on eBay, so
Okay.
or less.
Am I supposed to be saying the prices?
Well, I'm just throwing it out there because they are kicking about cheap. So, would you like to do
$4.99, $3.99, $2.99, bargain. Okay. Do you want me to do two more?
If you do 1, 2, 3,
and then
I've got
okay.
five left.
Okay. So the next one I went for is another kind of LGBT masterpiece. Have you seen this?
Yeah, gosh,
Yeah.
not for a long time.
I have not.
Have you not?
Nope.
Oh, you're in for a fun ride.
So I decided to buy John Cameron Mitchell's Hedwig and the Angry Inch, the camp musical comedy.
It's very nice design.
Isn't it gorgeous? You know me and my Criterions.
I do know you and your Criterions.
Me and my Criterion collections, they have done a fabulous job with this, and it looks beautiful. This is actually UK, and it's so rare for you to get Criterion UKs. There's not very many of them, but BFI are starting to gradually release them, and this was one of their first ones that they did, along with La Cage aux Folles, which hasn't arrived yet, but I'm a bit sorry that it hasn't. But yes, so this is the Criterion inspired Hedwig and the Angry Inch.
If you bring it back a bit, it'll be in focus.
Oh, sorry, excuse me. Do apologise, I just like people to see. So this actually comes stacked with special features. New 4K restoration supervised by John Cameron Mitchell and the
Do you reckon he just sits there and he goes...
Frank DeMar.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know, I always wonder that. Supervised by...
Right, hang on, no, a wee bit more colour there. Yeah. Okay.
Well, they want their movie to look as good as it possibly can, so they need to probably get final approval on it.
Learn how to do it.
Yeah, right. You have an audio commentary from 2001 with Mitchell and DeMarco. Frank DeMarco, who's the cinematographer on it. New conversation among members of the cast and crew. Development of the 2003 documentary on the development of the project. But you also get some deleted scenes with commentaries, memorabilia, and a look at how it was adapted into a stage show.
Wow.
Which is all very interesting. I mean, I mean, look at this. There is so much special features on this.
Quite a bit.
Yeah.
Actually, I was looking here for them, but
no, yeah, this
so
is them.
much.
Yeah, this is the
Wow.
and beautiful new illustration here by does tell me
By an
Emily
artist.
Hudley.
Emily.
I love the inside of this as well. Some great little pieces
Pop
of art,
almost.
on it, and then you have your inside, which is gorgeous. I'll take the disc out for you to see. That is the inside art.
Very nice.
And then just your one disc, which is still really, really cool. And I love this book because this has my favourite image of all time. I love that.
Cool, isn't it?
It is so great. So this is, and then in the back you have someone pissing into a river. That's, I mean, it's what I live for, really.
Well, that's why I'm my husband.
Yeah, you pissed on him, and the rest is history. So Stephanie Zacharek, I think is what you call her. She does the essay for this film. Really beautiful little book. They always do great little essay books with Criterion Collection. Always full of really interesting and informative information, lovely behind the scenes photographs and things like that there. Worth getting
nice.
for $17.99 on the BFI website. That is the first one from Criterion today. So I'm really looking forward to watching this. I hear it's an absolute like a queer masterpiece. Really looking forward to watching it. I can't believe I've never watched it before. So
I'm shocked that you haven't watched it before.
yeah, I know, right? So the next one is another Criterion release. This is not a movie. This is a documentary.
Oh, okay.
Paris is Burning. Right. So you've heard of the houses. Fashion, I suppose.
Oh yeah,
the show on
okay.
Netflix.
Yes, yeah.
This is where the inspiration for Post came from. Paris is Burning. It's one of the greatest LGBTQ documentary. This is the documentary that kind of coined the term throwing shade. That's where it came from.
Okay.
So this is a very, very short documentary. It's in about an hour and 15 minutes. But it kind of goes into the kind of drag ball scene in New York with a lot of primarily black drag queens, which is really, really, really interesting, and it's nice for them to have got a voice in the year that it was made, which was 1990, and really, really fantastic documentary. If you've never seen it, if you're into Pose, the TV show that Ryan Murphy's behind, and things.
Ryan Murphy behind something
I know
like
Ryan Murphy is behind another show. Of course he is. You should check out where the inspiration came from. He doesn't really give Paris is Burning enough inspiration for what actually is done, but it's so fascinating because I didn't realise that these rival fashion houses even existed. I didn't realise it was a real thing. So when I watched Pose, I was like, is this legit?
Yeah.
This seemed too Ryan Murphy for me. And came across this thing about African American culture and their fashion houses and drag scene, and it's a fantastic. Now this one is from the States. I had to get it imported. Yeah, it's not. It does have new 2K restoration supervised by Jenny Livingston, who was the director of it. Conversation between Livingston and some of the Ball community members who have all come together over an hour of never before seen outtakes. With a documentary, outtakes are more deleted scenes than outtakes. So just stuff that they've cut out, but it's not. Some of them are interview snippets. Some of them are behind the scenes footage and stuff.
It's an interesting watch.
It is actually. You have a new audio commentary that was done in 2005 with Jenny Livingston. And episode of the Joan Rivers show, which I think it will be fun to watch. So, because obviously she was a big LGBT icon. So it's a gorgeous. Well, it's not really. It's very basic, but I mean, it's worth it because it's so fab. There they are voguing. This is also where voguing became kind of like within the fashion houses. I know Madonna did Vogue, but they started this whole like voguing culture. Legendary, and it is. It's a legendary documentary. That's it. Can you do it, George?
Don't do it.
So one disc with your movie, and then you've got your essay book as per usual from Criterion. I'm not flipping through every single page of this, but really good. What I love about Criterion releases and their essay booklets is they're not like scrappy wee 2-page things.
Folded bit of paper.
They're actually really fascinating and interesting reads, and you learn an awful lot. And what's also interesting, by the way, about Paris is Burning is though it was released in 90, it took 7 years to film. They filmed over 7 years. Wow. Jenny Livingston, so she followed them through this drag scene for 7 years to create this hour and 15 minute. Isn't it? Yep, it is indeed. Wow. So it might look.
But I took time.
Whenever I watched it, I was like, this doesn't look like a 90s film, but obviously it was filmed in the 80s, throughout the 80s, so you can see the evolvement of the drag scene.
Probably a good thing, actually.
It's fantastically well done, and I recommend it to anybody out there who is LGBT, drag, African American. This is a really pioneering documentary and worth a watch. So
wonderful.
That's my next one. So
there
we go.
Let me have a wee peek in my box.
Have a look in your box, George.
Oh, have a look at my box because I'm excited about this one. Oh my god! And I had to open it.
What was that?
I have no idea what the fuck.
I've never done that before in my life. I don't know why I thought that was okay.
So, one of two Jackie Chan releases from Idiot Films this month, or in the last couple of weeks actually, because it is now a new month.
Can I just say
it?
That I'm really disappointed in the Idiot.
Why?
So they're bringing out the I Know What You Did Last Summer trilogy on Blu-ray. Cover art's fantastic. Looks brilliant. Special features.
Oh no, really?
Compared to what they do with these.
But they love Jackie Chan.
They do.
Nobody really cares for I Know What You Did Last Summer. It's shit.
I care.
It's shit. Anyway.
I'm sorry, George. Yes, apologies.
Spiritual Kung Fu!
Woohoo!
With absolutely gorgeous, scrumdiddly umptious artwork from Kung Fu Bob, one of my favourites, Bob, so far.
Is this one of your favourite ones?
This is one of my favourite ones. So I have this on VHS as Karate Ghostbuster.
Oh.
And the artwork differs massively. Let me quickly jump aside.
George is like, sing a song. I don't know what to do while George was away.
So, this...
Oh shit, yeah. Jesus Christ.
This is how they sold it to us in the 80s, whenever they released it in the UK on video.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to buy that.
Even that excited me, because Jackie is there with his tonfa. The back, for a change, has clips from this actual movie. A lot of the times they didn't. They would just put clips from any other movie on it.
Yeah.
But Kung Fu Bob has give us the finest...
He's outdoing himself.
Finest collection yet. What we have on here is... And I will open up soon. You've got your regular collection of art cards. You've got an A3 fold-out poster of the artwork. A 2K remaster of the cut. Now, I have opened it. I have watched it. I have to say, it is fucking gorgeous. I have never... I mean, I've only ever had to watch this film on... VHS and...
The Hong Kong Legends?
Eastern Heroes.
Oh, Eastern Heroes.
Released what they call the digitally remastered version. No, they didn't.
It's one thing that
what they did was saturate the colour a little bit and put it in widescreen. And yes, it looked nice at the time, but when you see this, when you put this next to anything that has come out so far of spiritual
Idiot just, whenever they do their restorations, they are literally...
They're on the ball. They are on
sublime.
The ball. This is an actual remaster of the Hong Kong cut from the original 35mm negatives.
Oh, so they got their hands on the negatives?
They got their hands on the original pieces.
Awesome.
There is some footage in there from the Korean version also.
Okay.
Like
and what they two different cuts of the film?
Yeah. No, not the full film, just different scenes from the Korean cut.
Right.
But what it also does is it shows you how it looked on video and what you've got.
Oh, nice.
It cuts between it. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. You have your audio commentary from Mike Leader and Ari Venema. Fighting style interviews with Jackie Chan, Stanley Tong and Sammo Hung. Now these are archival stuff from other things we've seen before, and it's just...
So transported over from
it's just cut over.
Yeah.
It's a fun watch and it's nice to have it on there, but it would have been nice to see
brand new stuff.
More new stuff about the styles of the film itself.
Definitely.
So we've also got some new alternate shots. Rick Baker from Eastern Heroes talking about spiritual kung fu also.
Sorry, as in Rick Baker the...
Not the effects guy. Rick Baker and Toby Russell were behind Eastern Heroes.
Oh, right, okay.
When the Hong Kong craze really took off back in the day. And of course you've got a bunch of trailers on there.
Yeah.
So...
Ooh.
Hong Kong artwork.
Even the Hong Kong artwork is better than that video.
Yeah, the video is dreadful. I mean, it's iconic in a sense that it was so bad it's so good.
Yeah.
And it attracted you. You know, Ghostbusters was obviously a huge release when this came out, and that's what they wanted to attract. So, got a lovely spread here. The reverse side is, of course, Kung Fu Bob's artwork.
You're always better getting the slipcase getting now before the slipcases go out of print.
Get it. The disc is gorgeous.
God, the disc is lovely.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Love it. I am just... Do you know what? These Lo Wei movies that Jackie Chan made with Lo Wei have always...
The early ones?
Yeah. I mean, I have maybe 3 to 4 different versions of them. I have 2 different versions on videotape of collections. I've got their original artwork collections. I've got like let's say a special edition videotape collection. I've got them on DVD of others.
It's strange though, because whenever they announced Shaolin Wooden Men Spiritual Kung Fu Half a Loaf, I was like, finally.
Yeah.
And even though I'm still dying for like my Moonlee idiot films. Look at that poster.
They need to get on to
They need to get on to Yukari Oshima and
Moonlee. Do you know what? I'll be honest, guys, I'm not opening these. What I'm going to do is put up a picture from the Idiot website of what is in here. I just like to keep them sealed for now.
Yeah. It's great that Idiot have come along as an independent label, have got their hands on these fantastic films of Jackie Chan's and other people like Jet Li and some of the you know who I'm talking about that did like Bewitched and
the Shaw Brothers.
The Shaw Brothers, some of those early Shaw Brothers horrors, which are
I love them. Yeah.
I watched Hex on their label.
This is great.
It was so beautiful.
Hex is a fantastic film. Yeah.
I mean, that dance was really weird, but it was so beautifully shot. I was like, this girl is fully naked and we can see everything, but it's so beautiful, and that's what I love about Idiot is that they take really, it's not even just taking like
almost.
It's not even like taking low budget independent American films that people haven't heard of in so long. They're taking like films from China or Hong Kong, bringing them here and giving them the justification that they deserve.
I've never seen the treatment that the Lo Wei and Jackie Chan movies are getting.
Yeah.
Like Fearless Hina. The first one I think that I'd gotten was Dragon Fist, or Big Brawl was the first. Then Dragon Fist blew me away, the quality of that. But they've just got so much better. And the colour, I mean, when you see this, when you go from watching the video or the digitally remastered version on DVD to this Blu-ray quality, it is worth the pennies. It's stunning, absolutely stunning. And some of Jackie's finest early choreography, some of his finest early fighting as well. It's an underrated film, and I think it's underrated because of the ghost aspect to it. You know, it's quite weird that he gets these 5 ghosts in Shaolin Temple and they train him up in Kung Fu, and it's daft, but that was that time.
That's Jackie Chan.
Kung Fu comedy, what do you want? Absolutely love it, worth the buy, well done, idiot. Thank you very much, back to you.
Back to you in the studio, Mark. Okay, my next one, sticking with the LGBT theme, Gus Van Sant, My Own Private Idaho.
Indeed.
Have you ever seen this?
I have not.
You've never seen this?
I've never seen it, simply because it's never appealed to me.
Really?
Really. Now,
it is, honestly, George, it is a really, really good film. River Phoenix, Keanu Reeves.
I do like Phoenix.
I mean, River, I could only imagine what kind of actor he would be if he was still alive now. Probably one of the biggest actors in the world. They actually wanted him. This is what really interesting. Actually, when James Cameron first started kind of writing Titanic, River Phoenix was the lead.
Wow.
And obviously he didn't make it that far. But he would have. Can you imagine if he had done Titanic and then gone on to have a career like Leo's?
Like Shutter Island and
I hate Shutter Island. Fucking awful film. But so this is the Criterion. What a surprise, Mark!
Imagine.
Criterion release of My Own Private Idaho. It's the best one that you can get. So obviously this is about a drifter and a hustler who kind of form a relationship that is a little bit more than friendship, maybe.
Is it almost the Brokeback Mountain of its time?
I mean, it is the Brokeback Mountain of the 1990s. I mean, this was released a year after Paris is Burning, 91, I think. Is it 91?
Yeah, it was a wee while ago.
Yep, 91. It's released in 91, and it's such a moving look at that like, unrequited love. Do you know whenever you are in love with someone and you know you can't have them and they don't reciprocate that love?
Been there.
We all have. This is like a road movie, it's like navigating life, but also navigating that unrequited love and having those feelings towards someone. And Gus Van Sant, you know, is one of the pioneers of kind of like 90s independent cinema.
Yes, he is.
You know, whenever John Cassavetes kind of passed away and then, you know, independent cinema went into a bit of a doldrum for a while. Gus Van Sant and Jim Jarmusch kind of came out and you weren't working. Gus Van Sant and Jim Jarmusch kind of came out of the woodworks and started releasing more independent films, and this is just, I mean, it's a visually dazzling film and it's a great artwork. I mean, you can't really appreciate it. It looks like it's worn, so if I hold that up,
it does look quite worn.
It looks like it's worn in the edges, but that's just the design of it.
It's not a pre-owned Blu-ray.
It's not a pre-owned Blu-ray. This is brand new, straight out of the package, all the way from America. You can't get this in the UK. You can get, I think, a Blu-ray version of it.
Now, is Reeves, Keanu, is he worthy of watching in it?
Yes.
He is?
He is, actually.
What?
Of course he is. It's Keanu.
I know, that's why I'm asking.
No, do you know what? It's actually one of his more subdued performances.
Okay.
You know, he it's not like Bill and Ted where he's like stoner. It's not like Point Break where he's surfer. He's just just like a drifter.
Not like anything post 2000 where he's just wooden?
No.
Okay.
So this has a new 4K digital transfer.
Okay.
Supervised by Gus Van Sant. They need to say, you've got an alternate sound master audio soundtrack. You have an illustrated 2005 audio conversation between Van Sant and filmmaker Todd Haynes. Todd Haynes, of course, did Far From Heaven, Gods and Monsters. Is it Gods and Monsters? Gods and Monsters. He directed things like that there. The Making of My Own Private Idaho, which was a 2005 documentary, Kings of the Road. Interview with Van Sant on the adaptation of Shakespeare's Henry IV, which this is supposed to be based on or inspired by. Some conversations from 2005 between Laurie Parker and River Phoenix's sister Rain on the film. An audio conversation from 2005 with J.T. Leroy. Do you know the writer J.T. Leroy?
No.
She was actually a woman, but masqueraded as a man. Very interesting story. Trailer, some deleted scenes and a booklet. So I'll show you the inside. I know that some of these special features are probably ones that people have seen on alternate versions, but it's nice just to have them all together. So really lovely.
Very Very nice.
inside packaging.
Very nice artwork.
Yeah, lovely artwork. Beautiful disc in there as well. Did you see that, George?
It actually looks like it would be a music CD, if I'm being very honest.
It's not.
No, it's not.
It's...
And the first song is...
And the first song is Idaho. And then this is not just an essay book, it's like a novel.
Wow,
this is quite a big one. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what they said. So this kind of goes into... This is a really comprehensive look at...
the film?
The film, sorry, I'm reading, about how it's inspired by Shakespeare, you know, Boys on the Road by J.T. Leroy, a thing that she wrote.
Yeah.
Or he wrote, sorry, she wrote, yeah, she. But really nicely formatted little book with interviews and behind the scenes photographs and things like that there. Lovely paper. You can smell, do you smell it? Mm-hmm. I mean, it smells amazing. I love it. It smells new. So again, another one for fans of LGBT cinema, anybody that feels marginalised or feels like there's not enough movies out there. I'm telling you today, there is movies out there for you. The only ones that I don't have, which I feel bad about, is I don't have any with women.
Oh.
I forgot to bring my lesbian ones for this one, but we can do the lesbians another day.
Yes.
But yeah, so for anybody that thinks that there's not, and this, I mean, 91, it holds up really rather well. Okay. And it still looks really stunning, so I suggest you buy it. Do I do another one?
Yes, do another one, sure.
Okay, sure, why not? Why not? So another Criterion release of Weekend. Have you seen this?
I have
Andrew Higgs. Okay, so this is actually 2011.
Just trying to think if it is yet. No. Okay.
I think it might have been on Netflix for a while, but I'm not sure. I haven't seen it on it.
Okay.
But so this was made in 2011. This is set over one weekend. Two guys meet up for a hookup, have sex, and spend kind of the weekend together, and then
have a great time.
Then they go away.
Oh, okay.
And it is. Do you know what? Whenever I watch this is directed by Andrew Haigh, sorry. I need to get my directors right. This is directed by Andrew Haigh, and starring Tom Cullen and Chris New. Tom Cullen, I think, has gone on to do some. I was going to say that name actually is ringing a bell. Yeah, but they were newcomers at the time. They were both brand new to the scene. They were hired because the film required a bit of nudity and a bit of sex and things. No real sex in this one. But this is so beautiful. Okay. I love this film. I could watch and rewatch this movie.
Over the weekend?
Over every weekend. I mean, I'm in love with it. It's just so... Do you know what I like about it? It's so remarkably observed. You know, sometimes when a director, you'll know this being a director yourself, and you turn the camera on to something, sometimes you're just picking up on what's going on. And sometimes directors will allow the camera to observe everything. Yeah, that's what Weekend does. That's what Andrew Haigh does with this film. Okay. He allows his camera to observe every blow of the curtain, puff of the cigarette, movement of the body, shape of the body. Caught. It's all caught, and it's so beautiful. Okay. This is it's an English film, so it's set in is it London? Oh Christ, I can't remember now. I was so taken by the two characters that I was like, oh my god! Yeah. It
could be set anywhere theoretically.
It could, technically it could be in any town. It could be Belfast. It's not. Yeah. It is. I think it's London. But it could be set anywhere, and that was the beauty of this film, is that you could relate to it. You know, how many hookups have you had that maybe you don't want to say on camera?
Not for a while.
Well, obviously. But you know, we've been there. Yes. As men, and even as straight people, you've had those hookups where you've been with people.
I'll be honest, I've never had a one-night stand.
I've never had...
Or a weekend stand, I have to say.
I was going to totally lie. I've had a one-night stand before I have. But anyway, so that's another story for another time.
You've sold it to me.
Yeah. So this comes with
Let me see what I'm missing.
Great special features. Another high definition digital master. This is shot because it was low budget and independent. It was shot, I assume, not on probably using HD cameras, but just as a high definition digital master. Right. Approved by director Andrew Haigh. You have a new program featuring interviews with Haigh, the director of photography, who is a woman called Ula Patinkos. Producer Tristan Gallagher, and actors Tom Cullen and Chris New. New interview with Haigh for this film on the film's sex scenes, which were highly controversial when they came out. Now, They're not real sex, as far as I know. The Tom
Interesting.
Cullen and Kristen Yu didn't actually do the sex scenes for real, but they're very graphic and very exposing. On-set video footage shot by Kristen Yu and other people from behind the scenes. We have 2 scenes from Cullen and Yu's audition footage. They auditioned together, and I watched the audition. And whenever you see the 2 of them in that room from that first audition, you couldn't have pictured 2 other people doing this. They work so well together.
Okay.
We have a video essay on this, and 2 short films by Haig as well, which is really interesting. One shot in 2003, one shot in 2009, trailer, and then you've got your booklet. So I've been showing you that. There's the back, which just has, you probably can't see it because of the light.
The Criterion backs are always very just text.
They are, but I kind of like that. And then you have your inside, your little booklet thingy, just like bed sheets. Who needs anything more than a bed sheet, really? Or just get rid of the bed sheet. And then you've got your little essay book. This one's a little bit skimpier than My Own Private Idaho one, but
okay, there's probably more to say about a film like My Own Private Idaho. Do
you know what? I think with Weekend there's probably a lot more to say about this, because because of how it observes sexuality and queer life, and how it's so, people think whenever they watch films like Weekend that this is what gay people are like, and they're like, oh, it's such a bad misrepresentation that they're promiscuous. This is actually what people do. Right, so straight people do this too.
Oh yeah.
Get together for a weekend.
Of course they do.
You know, end up with a kid 9 months later. Do you know what I mean? From one night.
At least we don't end up with
kids.
But
what I loved is that it's not stereotypical. You know, it portrays the 2 characters.
There is a lot of gay movies that do shed a bad light. You know, like and that's probably why I don't watch a lot of them, because it seems to be the same old thing. You know, but
I mean, that's why this bunch that I've got I picked, because I was like, they're not the stereotypical gay film. You know, they're much more realistic. But what I liked was that Tom and Chris were just like 2 guys, just they got together and have this really whirlwind of a weekend that's really beautifully shot and told. So Weekend by Andrew Haig. You can get this. You don't need to get the Criterion of this.
Okay, it's available.
It is available in the UK for about $5.99.
Okay.
On Blu-ray, but I just wanted the Criterion set because.
Of course you did.
Because I'm obsessed.
Of course you did. Okie dicky doos. Well,
oh my god, Dex.
Jumping in. This is a film that I have wanted to get for a long, long time, and for some reason I've held back from it, and I don't know why. You know when you
he's covering it. He's like,
you know when you just kind of, well, no, you just fucking buy everything. There's particular movies that you really want to see, but you're like, I'm not paying $17.99, or I'm not going to pay this for it. I'll wait till it comes down. It comes down.
I just do it.
And then you kind of forget about it, and then you find it on eBay for like.
Oh my god, I know what this is. Love Exposure. Oh my god, I love this film.
Okay, so I have been having my eye on it.
It got me so excited. I thought, what?
For a long time, actually over a decade now.
I can't believe you didn't get the Blu though.
Well, this was on eBay for $2.49, and I just thought, well, now I'm just going to get it.
It's $10.99 for the Blu-ray on Amazon.
I know, but for $10.99 I could buy another.
Okay, I know.
At the minute I'm just like, nah.
You're skint.
So I'm very skint. It doesn't help. This is 237 minutes long.
Yeah, it's
quite a long one, and
a bum-numbing 4 hours.
So much in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And a 1 hour long making of, as if you don't have enough to watch.
I know.
Trailers of other third window. And this I have been dying to get, honestly.
I love this song so much.
There's just certain films that you wish you'd gotten sooner, and I think this has definitely got to be one of them.
To me, this is like definition of art house. You know, it's so. It's a bizarre film. Have you seen it before?
I have not. I saw the trailers for it.
Okay.
Double disc. Disc 1, disc 2. Now, is it separated? The film, is it?
Well, I don't know, because I don't have the the DVD. I just have the Blu-ray version of it.
There's obviously more space on a Blu-ray disc.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I'm excited. I do like Sono, and
I can't wait for you to watch this.
Yeah, I have been dying to see it. So This is going on at the weekend.
Oh, and then we can talk about it on our next Screen Queens. Or our next Screen Queens. Oh, Megan?
It's back to you because I have 3 left. So that would give
I
you
have 4
1,
left.
2, 3, and then you can finish on that.
Okay. Well, so I've got 3. Do you want me to do these 3?
Oh, you've got those ones? Yeah.
Those 3, and then I can finish with that one?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll go in with this one first, another criterion. The Times of Harvey Milk.
Oh, here.
Yeah, so not Milk starring Sean Penn.
No.
This is the 1984 documentary about Harvey Milk. Obviously, you know who Harvey Milk is?
Yes. Yeah.
For anybody that doesn't know, he is one of the most famous activists, LGBT rights activists, ever in history, who was killed.
He was.
And what a shame, because he did so much for the LGBT community in San Francisco and across America and across the world, you know. I mean, his influence spread, you know, everywhere.
They milked it, basically.
I knew that was coming. As soon as I said it spread everywhere, I was like, he's going to say something about butter or something. I was waiting for it, and it came. I prefer this over Milk as much as I love the film Milk with Sean Penn.
This is more real.
This is, well, it is.
Yeah.
Because it's his life. I mean, it's following his...
Milk's dramatized. And
it is.
Of course
And
it
it's
is.
a very, very good film. But I'd say if you want to know about Harvey Milk, watch The Times of Harvey Milk. Please God, because it's so good. It's only an hour and a half documentary, but you will get plenty of insight into who he really was, because they're talking to him. There's snippets of him, and it's much more personable and relatable, and you can get that feel for who he was and how passionate he was. An actor can
skim over.
No, an actor can drive home passion in a performance 100%, absolutely, but never the same as a real person can. So, this is the Criterion Collection UK rated 12. I know. Look at that little 12.
What's going on with the BBFC?
I know this stupid. Oh fuck! It's annoying the shit out of me anyway. So, this comes again stacked with special features. You can see here.
Quite a lot.
So a new digital transfer. Audio commentary from director Robert Epstein, co-editor Deborah Hoffman, and photographer Daniel Nicoletta. Interview clips not used in the film. I think there's about an hour of them.
Right?
Yeah, it doesn't actually say, but I think whenever I went into the special features and kind of hit it and pressed, time, it was like 58 minutes of unused interviews. Interview with documentary filmmaker John Ellis from 2011. You have Gus Van Sant. You have a program about the Times of Harvey Milk and Gus Van Sant, who did My Own Private Idaho, also directed Milk. So there's a program about that there. Tons of interviews. Things like that there, some things on the assassinations and things like that, and the original theatrical trailer. When you open it up, you have a great kind of nice little photographs of Harvey and the disc here.
Matches your coat, your jacket there.
Oh, the green, it does actually. Yes. I did that on purpose.
Nice.
Yeah, for Harvey Milk Day. But really great documentary, and also a great new essay booklet. This one is actually, who wrote this?
Who?
Oh, Be Ruby Rich actually wrote this one. So, actually really good writer. I haven't read this one yet, so I don't actually know the contents of it all. But and then we have another one. Oh, by his brother,
Lovely.
Stuart. That's nice. So that's lovely. So great little booklet. Great buy just for the documentary alone. It's worth it. So I say pick up Times of Harvey Milk. You can get it on the BFI website or on amazon.co.uk, or go to eBay.
There you go.
And bid on it and see if anybody's doing that. So the next one.
Do they still bid on eBay? I just buy.
Do you know what? I never bid anymore because it's like a piece of shite. Oh, are you doing one?
Yeah, because I have 3 left.
Oh,
That's
sorry.
gonna take you back.
Oh,
to
gotcha.
your bed.
Is this another one you have to hide from me?
So, do you remember a couple of nice packages back? I got a couple of VHSs. And one of them was a Hong Kong movie that I had and I wanted to get again because it was very difficult to get, called Robotrix. With Amy, Yep. Well, turns out, I got the video, I watched it. It was video quality, it was nice. It hadn't been watched, so it was pretty much perfect. And it was a fun film. Perfect. But I thought to myself, that would actually be nicer if it was on Blu-ray. And then it was on eBay the other day. And guess what popped up?
Robotrix
For
on Blu-ray.
fucking Robotrix on fucking Blu-ray.
That's a blue.
UK or not Blu-ray, sorry, DVD.
James,
It's a blue cover. That's what threw
That's
me.
it. Threw him off there.
UK release.
Wow.
How did I not know about this?
Well, what a waste
Why
of
did I
fucking
not
money.
know? Bring back Impact Movie Magazine, please, in print, because that was such a wonderful.
Is that a hint to Mike?
That was Mike. Sorry. That was one way for fans like me to know what was coming out, what had been released.
What was Mike's? Mike was in.
He was the Hong Kong editor. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's how I met Mike.
Yeah.
Apparently, I abused him via email.
I'm not, Mike. I'm not surprised.
Well,
He's a
let's talk
stalker.
about that. Yes. I mean, had I known that this was out,
Yeah, you would have got that instead of the VHS.
yeah, 2013, this was released on DVD.
Right.
So either I was busy or I just missed it. I don't know.
I was busy in 2013.
But why the buck? I didn't know that this
Starting
had
Mindy, finished it in 2020.
Yeah, I know, right? What was I doing in 2013? Onus. I was shooting Onus.
Oh, so you were over
I
in
was.
Hungary?
No, Norway.
Norway, same
Norway.
place. Same time.
Very busy man.
Yeah.
But yes, Medium Rare, a label that.
Oh, I know
released-
Medium Rare.
released-
Yeah.
a few good titles there.
Mm.
But I'm
The special
excited.
features are shit on
There,
Medium
yeah,
Rare.
there's really nothing.
No.
I'm going to be honest. The
Even
fact
on the
though that
Blu-rays.
it looks like it's going to be a cleaner print than the VHS.
Of course.
I'm excited to see that, and this is one I would like us to do audio commentary for.
Yeah, she said this. Yeah. So
Yes.
that would be a good one. I'd
So
like
there
to
we
watch
go.
that.
And again, it was a little bit $3.33 or something like that on eBay
Wow.
with free postage. So I thought, fuck it, I'll get it.
Wow.
And it'll be, I think, for you as well to see it on DVD rather than the video would be much more exciting.
Yeah, although I do miss
Video.
VHS quality.
Yeah, I know, but then we can also.
I don't miss the sound on VHS.
Well,
so
that's
one thing I don't miss.
the
So
darn
my
shame.
next one's another lovely French title, 120 beats per minute.
Oh, dear.
Yes.
used to be my
Okay.
husband's nickname.
I can't take this serious.
Okay, 120 beats per minute.
Okay, sorry. Whew.
Take it away, Mark.
Take it away. So, I decided to get France's 120 BPM.
Who's Francis now?
It's French.
Oh, hey.
Fuck's
No,
sake.
as in a country's movie. Right.
This was
not
made
Francis.
in France.
Okay.
This is French. And it's called 120 beats per minute.
Oui.
It's set during the kind of AIDS pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
It's about 2.5 hours long. It's really, really good. It's such a... For me, it does... the movie itself is really, really beautiful. It is very long, but it covers so much. And it is more about being proud and of who you are. You know,
Yes.
as you can see from the back, you know, they have like parades and things like that there. But I mean, it follows Parisian...
80s, set in the 80s?
Yeah, it's set in the 80s, so it follows a bunch of Parisian AIDS activists who all get together and form relationships, friendships, romantic relationships, things like that. Looking at transgender as well, you know, back in the 80s and things like
Okay.
that there. This is absolutely spectacular. This, to me, is one of the finest LGBT movies I've ever seen in my life.
Okay.
Now, I've still to see a few, but
Yes.
this is at the top of my list.
Wow.
I absolutely love it. This and Moonlight are my two favourite
Wow, okay.
at the moment anyway. But
Interesting.
it's really good, it's funny, it really has its pulse on the AIDS epidemic, you know, and how it affected people. We're so used to hearing about it, how it affected people in America with musicals like Rent and all those kind of things which focused on AIDS. It's nice to see a European film made about how it affected people from all over the world and how they got together to
Wasn't
kind
just
of...
direct focus on
Absolutely. This only has one special feature, cheerleading rehearsal. Sold. I mean, I want to join this cheerleading rehearsal because this film is so fabulous. And the trailer. So this is from Artificial Eye, who do some great Blu-rays
They do.
of things, and they're obviously Curzon, Artificial Eye, their standard disc. But that's all that's on it, really. Contains strong sex, nudity, sex references, and language. I have to say it is quite graphic at times, and it's rated at 15, which I was kind of like,
Right,
whoa, that's a
interesting.
15. But I think because of the tonality of the film, it's not majorly dark.
Okay.
That it's probably brought the rating down to 15.
Brutal sex.
Worth getting into. Definitely
Worth
not.
getting.
No, I wouldn't get anything with brutal sex in it. And then my next one.
Well,
so I have to do. No, I have to do these two.
No, you don't.
And then you said I finished with that one.
No. Hang on. You've got 1, 2.
How many did you have?
2.
Oh.
What?
I'm so confused.
Well.
Like whizzing through them.
Well. So, I'm back to Germany for this one.
Specken Sie Deutsch.
Hören Sie Deutsch. I
For
have
the rest of the show.
gotten myself into a bit of a pick. Open that for me. I'm fucking sick of these.
I hate these
In the name of
things.
Jesus, would you stop wrapping your DVDs in fucking duct tape?
I know, it's like they're impossible.
What is the
to
point?
open.
We've got to get into them. My lovely assistant Marc here's helping me.
I'm actually unboxing. This is the first time I've actually taken plastic. It's an exciting time for me.
Okay, this is more exciting for me because this is a movie that I watched on VHS as a child.
Yeah.
Called The Ninja Mission.
It looks like you should not have watched it as a child on VHS.
I shouldn't have. I have the unrated. I had the unrated version. I wore the tape out. It was released on the VTZ, the very famous VTC video label.
Is that Vectron?
I don't think so.
Okay,
no. I then got it again, and I got it on the VTC label, but rated. So back when Mary Whitehouse kicked up the shitstorm.
Of course. Mary, you'd be having a fucking heart attack at these movies. Tell you now. God rest your soul.
No, please don't.
Bitch.
But yeah, whenever they stole all the videos from all the video shops, and then they had to like restock them and get everything rated, the Ninja Mission came out with a lot of cuts and an 18
Yes, it
rating.
was because of Mary Whitehouse's campaign that the BBFC came in. Isn't that
Yes,
correct? There
yep,
we go.
and it cost me a fucking fortune. Apparently, I got an 18 rating for my first movie, for Battle of the Bone, because I used the word cunt in it once. But yet, Kick-Ass, which uses the word cunt quite a number of times and has much more violence than I do, got a 15. Because they can afford to pay off the BBFC, and I can't. Anyway!
Well, we're going to have to put an 18 on this video because you said cunt twice, and now I've said cunt twice.
Oh, you see, I should have thought about that and I wouldn't have said
There
cunt.
we go.
Anyway. Anyway, this is The Ninja Mission, German DVD, which also includes The Ninja Mission 2, which I didn't even know existed, and I am so excited.
I bet you it's totally fucking unrelated.
I am fucking buzzing.
Do you know what?
Basic
I
DVD.
apologise to everyone for our bad language.
I don't apologise. Get over it. Fuck's sake. What age are you?
Stupid cunts.
This is this is a lovely blended artwork right through to the back cover.
It is nice, actually.
Nothing overly exciting, if I'm being honest, but it's nice.
It's nicer than some of the German ones that you've got.
It's all in. Hang on, some of the German ones
No.
that I've got are stunning.
No,
But
some
some
of the media books that you got are lovely, but some of the DVDs, you got are shite looking.
Well, unlike Tiger and the Beat wasn't, and Last Blood, but yes, there is some that have been a bit naff. This, the first Ninja Mission, I really loved. It's, I think Swedish. I want to say Swedish.
So it's not
Swedish
even
ninjas. No, it's not, and that's what makes it even more exciting.
Or Japanese, because
no.
Japan are ninjas.
But it's basically
Not all Japanese.
something like you would, it's just something that you would never have expected to see coming from there at that time, at that period, in the 80s. Part 2, I haven't a clue what it's about, so I am really excited
Because
to
this is
see
all
it.
in German.
It's all in German. It does come, both with German language and English language, which is wonderful.
Yeah.
So I don't mind the dub version, that's what I'm used with the... And then it has the regular trailer shows on there as well. So, yeah, I am happy.
Do you watch the trailer shows on their DVDs just to see what other titles they have?
Yeah, because I want to get more of these German releases, whether it's media books or just filing. I mean, I have tons on my eBay that I'm watching, and they just want a wee bit too much for them.
Yeah.
I mean, too much, a few quid more, but at the same time, some of them have been nice, and when I email them and ask them to bring it down, they reduce it. So this I just noticed that part 2 is nicknamed the Russian Terminator, as a wee subtitle of the Russian Terminator.
Epic.
I am excited to see these again, or part two for the first time. Yeah.
I'm watching part 2 for the very
So there you
first
go.
time.
That's the only German buy I've gotten this week.
What a shame.
I know, usually I have quite a bit.
Yeah. So
what have you got, Mark?
next one is Francis Lee's God's Own Country.
Wow.
Have you seen this?
No.
This is... This one made me cry.
Oh, stop.
It did.
Honestly,
I mean, it's beautiful. It's two farmers in rural England,
right.
who start a romantic relationship,
Is
and
it
it's all
kind
very
of like
taboo.
an English Brokeback?
Do you know what? Brokeback Mountain is not the greatest gay film of all time.
No, it's certainly not.
And not everything can be compared to Brokeback Mountain.
I know, but it sounds like it's...
Do you know what? God's Own Country, yes, I suppose them being out in the wild... They're out in the fields, they're not out in the wilderness. I mean, their house is about like 20 yards away. But I suppose then you could say, yes, it has similarities to Brokeback. But it's so good. Francis Lee is one of the most promising directors in the LGBT community. He's actually directed the new Kate Winslet, Saoirse Ronan film Ammonite, which is coming out later this year, hopefully, if not next year. No, it's not out yet.
No, I haven't heard about it.
Oh, you haven't? No. Oh, okay. Well, it's about a fossil hunter called Mary Anning, who was a real person, and a woman that she got involved with called Charlotte Murchison, who is played by Saoirse Ronan, and they get together and form a lesbian relationship. Apparently, it was unconfirmed that they actually had any kind of physical relationship, but I think Mary and Charlotte were getting up to something.
Why do they need to?
Who cares?
Fuck's sake.
Dive into as many muffs as you want, because we love it. So this is God's Own Country. This is a British film directed by Francis Lee. Follows two guys, Johnny and what was the other guy's name?
Tim.
The other guy, this guy is a Romanian migrant worker. So he comes and starts working with Johnny, and they start this relationship together. And it's so nice. It's so beautiful. It's so sad.
Natural.
Very.
Like, it's just,
but again, this features sex scenes. Like, I mean, what is it with gay people and sex scenes? We're obsessed. But, it's literally unmissable. I mean, it's one of the best films I think I've ever seen.
Wow.
That focuses on, LGBT relationships. It has such a naturalistic feel to it. You know, nothing feels forced. Nothing feels... It feels like how you would randomly just... kind of meet someone and fall in love with them and start a relationship, and that's what I love about God's Own Country. It really is beautiful. This features deleted and extended scenes and the original theatrical trailer. It is released by Lionsgate and someone else who I've never heard of. I can't even read the bloody label because it's so tiny. This one here.
Oh, I don't even
know. I know, but Lionsgate anyway brought it out. It's not even 2 hours, you know, but it's worth it for the stunning cinematography of the, I think is it Yorkshire? North of England, so is Yorkshire up north?
It would be more.
Yeah, it's up north, anyway, in the north of England. Captures the scenery beautifully.
Okay.
I mean, it looks like a British film, you know, the weather, the colours, everything. But
even the shots in the back sort of say that.
Absolutely, There's, I'll turn around just to show you guys the shots. Not that you'll see them very well, because every time I watch these films back, I never actually see. Yeah, well. They're still not very good, but check it out.
Okay.
Really, really, really good movie. And the disc is just very basic. Just says the title and the BBFC rating of 15. But it's, I can't praise this film enough.
Okay.
George, you absolutely need to watch it. Everybody out there needs to watch it. So that is my...
I don't think it'll be as good as Witches with Anne Hathaway, but I'll give it a go.
Which we're going to watch this evening. I'm excited. But I'm not really. Just excited about tearing it apart.
Okie dicky doo.
So, George, I wonder what this next one could be.
This is my final one. Thank you, idiot, for not making that hard for me.
No, Idiot and Raptor's actually much better than anybody else.
Dum. Just out of the seal, what have I got? It is
don't wreck the fucking
second Jackie Chan release of the last couple of weeks from Idiot Films. It is Shaolin Wooden Men, also known as Shaolin Chamber of Death. Pre-eye off.
Could you say that in English?
Shaolin Chamber of Death. This is just before Jackie had his eye operation.
Jackie Chan had an eyebrow?
Yeah, just to widen it a little bit.
He did not.
He did.
To look more Western.
Yeah, well, that's more so just to kind of like more appealing.
Jackie Chan has had plastic surgery.
Of course he has. He got his teeth and all fixed because he's had them kicked out umpteen times.
Oh wow. That's...
Kung Fu Bob, great job once again.
Yeah.
Love it. Do you know what? When you put all of Kung Fu Bob's covers together, the different ranges of colour and the different,
yes,
the burst.
They do.
This, I really enjoyed this. Again, a film that I have twice on VHS and once on the digitally restored DVD from Eastern Heroes.
Mm-hmm.
But absolutely gorgeous.
It's not my favourite.
No.
But I do love the...
Yeah. This is a very young Jackie.
Yeah.
And this is just, I think, just after New Fist of Fury, around that time, whenever Liu Wei wanted Jackie to be the next Bruce Lee kind of thing. But Jackie's not Bruce Lee. Jackie's Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan became a whole different entity.
A whole different entity, and much more entertaining in my behalf. Mm-hmm. But yes, this is absolutely gorgeous. Regular slip again. Mm-hmm. We have the audio commentary from Mike Leader and Arnie Venema. Another one from Brandon Bentley. Rick Baker from Eastern Heroes on Shaolin Wooden Men. Mm-hmm. And a new featurette called Shaolin Chamber of Death, How Trans Global Pictures Brought Jackie Chan to Britain. So about the video, the VHS distributor that brought...
Oh my god, wow. Okay.
Which I'm excited for. That kind of shit excites me.
One cut of the film?
One cut of the film.
Okay.
Yes, but it is a 2K remaster from the original 35mm print, as before with Spiritual Kung Fu.
Always the best way.
Do you know what? I've never seen this as it's supposed to be, and I am really excited. I think it's going to offer so much more. I mean, the Liu Wei movies are very hit and miss with fans. I think there's a couple of different sets of Jackie Chan fans. There's the Rush Hour fans. Yeah. And there's the old fans like myself, who've been brought up in this. This is stuff I hired when I was 6 or 7 years of age. Oh boy!
Did you get the poster with this one?
Yes, you get a poster.
Oh wow! What the heck?
It's trapped. I don't want to rip it.
Idiot! Push it.
No, push it.
I'm afraid to put my hand because if I put my hand out a shot, it's going to look very odd.
I think I've got a split case.
You've got a split case?
Okay, so I have got the postcards again, which ain't going to get opened. Yeah. I'll let you open that while I flip my cover.
Oh, sure.
This is the reverse cover, which is the original Hong Kong artwork. And this is the beautiful artwork by Kung Fu Bob.
Do you know, these would be... I mean, you should
I am going to... I don't like taking stuff from my collection sets, but with Bob's... I've bought some of Bob's artwork of the 5 Venoms and things like that, but I still have in a tube because I want to get them framed up in here.
Yes, yeah.
And these will be joining
make me lose my mind. Up in here. Great artwork, Bob.
Very, very nice. Again, there's not much more I can say because Idiot just keep pleasing, and I am so excited to see this. I know that the colors are going to be amazing. The print is going to be amazing. They just keep getting better with every release, and still to come from this, there's New Fist of Fury, Fantasy Mission Force, which I love.
No way, are they actually bringing that out?
I hope so. I mean, it's still to come from that Liu Wei era.
Yeah.
Half a Loaf of Kung Fu, Magnificent Bodyguards, and Killer Meteors, which is so underrated. I fucking love it. Please, Idiot, keep them coming, because this pleases me, and I will.
Well, whenever you message Idiot, they usually do tell you.
They usually do.
They say kind of on the
Sometimes
DL.
I like a bit of a surprise.
Well, I like a surprise too. Fuck me.
There you go. Okay, so that's me. My box is empty.
Okay, so we're going to my final one.
Do it.
For the greatest film, can I have a drum roll? Greatest film ever made, in my opinion, and I truly believe this. Showgirl!
Yay!
Look at your face. Do you know what? This is not new. I just wanted to share this. I've had this. I've had this for about 15 years.
I'm gonna start pulling box sets off my shelf.
No, but you know what? I've had this for like 15 years. I got the Blu-ray and
recently you got the Blu-ray?
No, I got the Blu-ray about 5 years ago. But I watched it again and I have to. I was saying I have to write a new essay for work and it's actually on Showgirls and why I think it's a masterpiece.
Wow.
And I love this film.
You certainly do.
Oh my god, I am obsessed. This to me is such an underrated film.
Do tell me why.
Because for me, people took it too seriously. Mm-hmm. They're like, oh, it's so trashy.
Oh, no, I never took it seriously, definitely not.
No, it's a satire. Mm-hmm. And it is, because I think it was released, the nudity was so like, whoa. And one of the most expensive films to ever get slapped with an NC-17 rating in the US.
That's right, yep.
And it was a huge flop.
Massive
flop. 9 Razzies or something like that there, including Worst Actress for Elizabeth Berkley, and I actually think she was really good. The thing about it is that Paul Verhoeven actually told her to overact, so she was downplaying, and he was like, give me more. For me, this is like all about... Have you ever seen All About Eve or Sunset Boulevard?
No.
Okay, so...
I was just going to say, in terms of all the years they've had to come up with special editions and Blu-rays and Paul's interviews and stuff, do you think he's had time to come up with excuses? Like, I told her to overact, I swear.
No, Elizabeth Berkley said that.
Right, okay.
She was the one that said, I was told... No, she's not ashamed of this film,
no,
as she shouldn't be. Because it's freaking fantastic. I love it because, you know what? It is so fantastically individual. There's not another film like it.
No.
And there probably never will be. There never was before, and there never will be after.
No.
People are too afraid. Joe Esterhaus, who wrote this, also wrote Basic Instinct.
Burn, Hollywood Burn.
Was that not a book?
No, that was a movie starring Jackie Chan, Sylvester Stallone, Whoopi Goldberg.
And Joe Esterhaus?
And it came out as an Alan Smithy movie.
Oh, well, that doesn't surprise me. But yeah, okay, so, I mean, he's known for writing kind of erotic thrillers.
Yes.
This, to me, is just... What do I even say? Anyway, I can't... You will read my review, Showgirls, a Trash Masterpiece, which is coming to head over rails. I think Monday. Ooh. This video won't be out for Monday, but you can read it. It'll be up on my page. It might. So the reason I want to show this is the VIP edition.
It is.
I got this in San Francisco 15 years ago.
What?
I went into a record store. I seen this up on a shelf about
it's
that
like
high.
One copy.
I swear to God, it was the only copy. So it was sitting away up on the shelf. We were in San Francisco walking around. I had been in LA.
Yes.
I had been in San Diego. I had been in Nevada. I had been up and down the Pacific Coast Highway. Yeah, pretty much. We go to San Francisco. I was just like, oh, there's a record store. Let's go in. They had a DVD section, and I thought, oh, I could get some films out here that haven't been released in the UK yet.
Yeah.
This had, but it was sitting away, and I went, oh my God, there's Showgirls, the VIP edition. Never was released in the UK.
Nope.
Was limited to a certain number of boxes. Is like now worth, I swear to God, like 500 quid.
Shut that front door.
I would never sell this thing, so I love it. So I'm going to open it up and share it with you guys.
Oh,
I don't need to do. So this has kind of become a little bit tattered. The outer box become a little bit tattered and torn. There's the back of it. George can put up a screenshot of it if he can find it. But the inside box is a little bit more kind of sturdy cardboard box.
Yes.
It looks like a game.
It certainly does.
But you will be surprised because this VIP edition, it's not shit. It's amazing. So excited. Okay, so we get this. So okay, right. I'll start. I'll start with it. Okay. We have the film on DVD. It has been upgraded onto Blu-ray, and it looks fabulous. You've got your Showgirls disc on the inside. You have a special feature called The Greatest Movie Ever Made, and it's a commentary by David Schmader, who is a massive fan of this film, and you get a video commentary on the strip club dance scenes with the girls from Scores. What I find interesting, Scores is a strip club, but what I find interesting is that they didn't get anybody from the Cheetah Club.
Oh yeah.
Because the Cheetah is a real club, and now it's just closed down because of COVID. It went out of business, and I'm so gutted because I never got to go to the Cheetah Club.
I'm
and
sure
even though
loved it.
Do you know what I would have? Because I just wanted to go. I wouldn't have got a private dance, but I would have gone just to say, I'm in the Showgirls Club, guys, hey. So they get the girls from scores. You have a lap dance tutorial, a Showgirls diary, which is a storyboard to screen to feature, trivia track, and the original theatrical trailer. And I swear to God, this film is just so amazingly epic. It's my favorite film. But what is so great about this VIP edition?
Can I just see that DVD 1 second? I see
Of course you can.
Running time and if it's worth.
It's 2 hours and 15 minutes.
That's not worth doing a commentary for, is it?
No, because you would slate the shit out of this, and I'm not doing it. I would be praising it senseless because I love it. So, in this VIP edition, what makes this so spectacularly wonderful?
Yes.
Is I know, George, get yourself ready for a party. So, you have a little game called Pin the Pasties.
Pin the Pasties?
On the Showgirls. So, you get these little nipple tassels, right? And then a poster of Elizabeth Berkley.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, fabulous. Bring it down a bit so everyone can see it. You get this poster, and the idea of the game is you wear the what's that called?
Blindfold.
Yeah, and then you have to try and get the pasties to stick on her nips. And that's the idea of this game. So it's really, really cool. It's fun. I've never played it because I don't want people to fuck up my shit. So I'm like, no, we're not playing this. So, but I just find it, I always thought it was hilarious that they did that. You have these, so this is actually a number of games that you can play while watching.
I mean, they had to come up with some fucking smart idea to try and sell more copies, didn't they? Really?
They don't need to. This film is such a cult masterpiece now that they don't need to.
Yeah, it's kind of just exploded.
So you have so many different games. So I'm going to read out the games that you can play.
But
I'm going to.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. They've put together such a package.
Yeah. So you have Pin the Pasties on the Showgirl, tells you how to play and the rules. Bad Tipper, which is a drinking game.
Okay.
Sip or Strip, which we should... I mean, essentially, if we play this, the idea of this game is that whenever they take off an item of clothing in the movie, you take off an item of clothing. We'd all be sitting watching the film in the nude. You have some fun facts, which I love. You have the Champagne Room game as well, which is another drinking game. The ABCs of Tits and Ass.
Wow.
Yeah, right?
Okay.
And then you have like this little Showgirls postcard which comes up with different other erotic films like Original Sin, Killing Me Softly, that kind of thing, Body of Evidence. And the final one is just to tell you to drink responsibly, make sure you're not driving over the limit, and it's just like, I swear to God, I love it so much. And on the opposite side you have like shots from the films, lots and lots of different shots from the movie, which I love. Okay, so and to play those games then, you need these are highly collectible Showgirls shot glasses, and if you look, you can actually see the little Showgirls logo on there. Yeah, so you get 2 of the Showgirls shot glasses.
Sweet.
And then you have a deck of Showgirls cards.
Wow, are they like porn cards?
No, they're not. They're like proper cards. They're just with like Showgirls and names of like clubs and strip clubs and things like that there on it. But so much fun, and I was just like, do you know what? I've never had an opportunity to share this with anybody outside of my own home.
Oh, there's a reason for that. But
there's no reason for it. It is, honest to God, this is my favourite.
Beautiful.
Isn't it? It's a great box set.
I hope someone that takes the piss out of one of my movies like that and really sees it for what it is and creates a box set like that for it.
Is that what you want to happen? Is that what you want me to do? Would you like me to create a box set like that?
When I go...
Well, I couldn't put drinking games into it because you don't drink, and then you'd be like, I don't condone drinking, and then I'd be like, well, go fuck yourself.
But I do like the 4K transfer,
Yeah, but, well, this doesn't. But I've always wanted to share this box set with everybody because...
It is quite the set.
It is quite a set.
It's quite... I meant her boobs. No, it is quite a set. It's lovely.
Yeah, it's good. So, and I genuinely, like, I mean, no jokes aside, to me, this is actually a much better film than people give it credit for. If you watch it for what it is and not what you think it should be, you'll have an awful lot of fun. You will thoroughly enjoy it. You will be really surprised by some of the deep thematic elements, like how, I mean, I suppose essentially, you know, strict culture in LA, the kind of rot of misogyny. I mean, just the kind of, I suppose the whole kind of...
America. It really is an all-American movie, isn't it?
And it has some really, really dark moments, and it does kind of expose the rot of misogyny, especially when it comes to women, and, you know, how women should own their bodies and be confident and comfortable, and it's a much better film than people.
What is it they say? It's a movie of its time, because I don't think you would.
This is timeless.
Make a movie like that today.
Oh, you couldn't make a movie like this today. It wouldn't work.
No, it wouldn't work because we've changed.
And this is why
culture's changed.
This is why it's a time capsule of a time of a good time that is now gone.
Oh, there it is. It's growing. Yeah.
Not very
well,
largely, honestly, because it's not growing at all. But yeah, so yeah, that's my bags this week. That's my package. That was a long video.
That was a long video.
It was a long one this week.
Wonderful, and we didn't have to split it.
Well, apart from the fact that I cut.
No, I mean split our buys. You know, like obviously I had 4,000 Hong Kong movies, and you had quite a set apart. Well, not really. There was 4. George was just like, I'll do it separately. But it's nice to be back together! Yay! And doing it together. What's the crack? Yeah.
What's the crack?
The problem is, with this kind of shit, we have to keep spending to kind of make more videos, like nice package, so...
Do you know what my mum actually said to me? She was... I don't live with my parents, by the way, but I live alone. With my 3 dogs, who provide me so much joy and heartache. At least every fucking day! But my mum was like, oh, whenever they come into the house and they would like see the stuff in the bin, they'd be like, parcels? I'm like, Mum, you don't live here. And I now have a YouTube channel that has 43 subscribers that need to see what I got in the
Yes, that's true.
So there we go. Justification for it.
I kind of balance mine with trying to sell some shit in eBay.
She also forgets that I do actually need to buy things for work as well. So there's things for work, and she'll be like...
And I am appalled that my baby girl has turned into a selfish, duplicitous whore.
So, thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Well,
do you know what, actually, we keep encouraging people to comment in the comments, but I'd like to know if you've ever seen any of these movies, what you think of them. Do you have different editions of them that you think we should buy?
All of them.
Because, let us what you think of Showgirls.
Yeah, well, I'm sure they will let you know what they think of Showgirls.
I bet you we're going to get a lot of Showgirls fans.
Is there a lot? I mean, between you and the director?
They've literally... So, I've ordered it. It hasn't arrived yet, but they did a documentary feature there last year in 2019. Are we into 2020 yet?
We are just at the end of 2020.
Okay. I just don't even know what year it is anymore. Called You Don't Know Me, N-O-M-I, like Nomi Malone, the character from the movie.
Very good.
And brings fans and critics who absolutely love the film together.
What?
I can't wait to watch it. So it's got fantastic reviews as well. So so there are people out there that do love it, not just me. So
lovely.
There we go. Yeah.
Thanks very much.
Yeah. So. Right, so whenever this video is flipped around, is it subscribe,
It depends. Are you watching it on your phone? Are you watching it on the computer? Who knows?
Just
share, subscribe.
Yeah, do all of that
please
stuff.
him.
Please.
Don't forget to check out
BBC to contact me and say, hey, we've got a job for you.
Just the BBC. I would, Don't forget to check out our trailer reactions, our Screen Queens, our...
Movie reviews.
Movie reviews are coming. Our visual audio commentaries.
Yes.
Which are a lot of fun. We just put out quite a collection there at the start of season 2 for the horror month.
Yeah, for Halloween.
With Ebola syndrome from Hong Kong being one of those, which was probably our most physical visual audio commentary, so that's worth a wee watch.
If you don't like the sound of people gagging, don't watch Ebola syndrom commentary,
because the guy with all the gay movies.
I do a lot of it.
He certainly does, and and in the video. But thanks for watching, and we will see you next time. Cherry pie.
Cherry pie. I like that you've actually put that in as like a
cherry pie.
Yeah, on the Poltergeist video at the very end.
Oh.
I was like, cut out and you put cherry pie.
I did.